If you are a die-hard dry shampoo user, like me, listen up. It turns out your dry shampoo may actually be doing some harm to your scalp. That's the word from several headlines right now warning women about the hidden dangers of using dry shampoo. And that's the focus of today's Style File as we unravel both the positives and the negatives behind this favorite beauty buy. And Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore is back with us to enlighten us about this product. And I've got to tell you, so it wasn't until like this last year that I discovered dry shampoo, and now I can't live without it. And am I in trouble?
No, not at all. It's not bad. It's not dangerous. You just need to use some common sense, right? So I actually put it out on my Instagram and I asked people, how many days are you using this in a row? And 2 to 3 was the most standard response.
I'm like an every other day
which is totally safe, right? If you're going beyond that, I did see some people say 4, 5, 6, even all the way up to 9 days. You think about it, that's just gross. It's just kind of gross, right? You got to think about it. My scalp needs to be cleansed a little bit more often than 9 days.
And is that what we're the most worried about? It's not necessarily the hair, it's the scalp.
Yep, this one is all about scalp health because it needs to breathe, right? It doesn't replace traditional shampoo. You still need to wash your hair. And if you think about it, the scalp is a great place for bacteria to grow. It's warm, it's dark, and there's moisture there. So bacteria can thrive. So if you're smart about it, it's no big deal to use it, but you just want to make sure that you're being smart.
Okay, what are some of the signs that you are abusing dry shampoo on your scalp?
Okay, if you're itchy or dry, if there's little bumps, almost like little acne bumps, that means the follicles are clogged up and they're not doing well.
You need to do a deep scrub at that point.
Yep, if it smells, if there's any kind of odor, it's true, right? Bacteria, the #1 way you know that there's bacteria is a smell, And then lastly, in a very, very rare case, there could be hair loss, It doesn't happen very often, but these headlines are pumping that out. So you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my hair. Really very rare that could happen. So just be smart about it.
So your recommendation, 1 to 2 days.
Yeah, 2 to 3 at the most is great. And then when you do shampoo, you need to shampoo really thoroughly, do it at least 2 times. That first time is gonna break down
stuff.
Break down the dry shampoo, the oil, the dirt, the sweat.
Yes.
And then the second one's actually gonna cleanse the scalp and the hair.
Okay, here's a truth question. How long have you really gone with dry shampoo?
I probably maxed out at 4 days.
Still 4, Megan?
I don't do that very often, but I can feel it and it feels heavy on my head and I'm like, no, I gotta wash it. So
okay, no matter how it looks, if you think it looks great, no, don't go 4 days. Okay, 5 days. Okay, tell us about some of the products you want to show us today.
Okay, so these are 3 scalp health products that you could use in your routine, maybe once a week, every other week. Just a great way to like really thoroughly cleanse the scalp.
Okay.
So this first one is by Bumble and Bumble, and it's their scalp detox. I love this one because it's super easy to use. It's like a foam, like a mousse that you shoot in, and it is like tingly, like Pop Rocks. It's like really cool. It's cooling and then it tingles.
And when do you put it in?
You put it in before your shampoo. So you're gonna just spray it in and do a really good massage, rinse it out, and then do your shampoo. So this one's awesome and really user friendly. Okay, over on this side, this is a scalp scrub. So it looks like a foot scrub, a face scrub. It's very similar. And this one has apple cider vinegar in it.
Scoop that up and put it in your hair?
Yes, you do. You scoop it up, you put it into your scalp, do a really nice scalp massage. Now this is a little extra, right? I mean, this is like on your days when you're doing your pamper, like your face mask, you're going for it, right? But it is going to really break up anything that's on the scalp, and it does make it feel amazing.
Before or after a shampoo?
Before. So you're gonna go in, scrub it. Now because it has the little particles in it, it's gonna take a couple rinses to get it out, and then you're gonna shampoo. Okay. Over here on this side, now this one's pretty cool. I don't know if the camera can zoom in on this one, but this is an activated charcoal. So if I turn this around, you can see that the bottom, the bottom is where that's at, and the top is clear. So I'm gonna shake it so you can see. So then all of a sudden that charcoal gets activated and now it becomes like this black water.
And it's squirting out everywhere.
Oh, sorry, didn't even notice that. But the charcoal goes in and what it does is it absorbs everything. Charcoal absorbs smell, it absorbs oil, so it's gonna go in and soak it all up like a sponge, and then when you rinse it out, it's all gonna come out in the charcoal. So it's a really cool product that way.
Really cool products. Okay, I did have one more question for you. Okay, so I tend to, after I get out of the gym, hurry and put dry shampoo in because then when it dries, it gives it a little more volume.
Yes.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's not great. It's designed for dry hair. So what you want to do is just blast it with the blow dryer real quick before you spray it in. So dry as much of the sweat out as you possibly can, and then throw in your dry shampoo. The other one tip I wanted to mention is not to spray it directly on the scalp itself. The better thing to do is to part it off and actually spray it on the underneath side of the hair, like those last 2 inches on the underside of every section, instead of directly onto the scalp, because we really don't want it on the scalp, we want it on the hair.
We want it on the hair.
Yes.
Which, okay, you have just listed off every mistake I have been making with dry shampoo.
Yeah,
which is kind of horrifying to me now.
Well, but you rinse it out enough. You said you're washing it every other day, so I'm not worried about it. But if you're doing this every day in a row, then you just need to be paying attention about it.
Okay, one other question. With these type of scalp products, how often are you doing that?
You could do it once a week or every other week. It doesn't have to be a ton, and they're not cheap. They're not super cheap products, so you don't want to be using them all the time. They're kind of just to go in and like do a scalp refresh. if you're using dry shampoo often.
Any chance it will do any damage to your hair while you're doing it?
These are all great for your hair. I mean, I guess you would want to be gentle, right? If you're scrubbing, you don't want to be pulling or tugging, but they're designed specifically for the scalp and the hair, so they'll be safe.
Oh, what would I do without you? First of all, you taught me about dry shampoo, and now she's teaching me how to use dry shampoo. I appreciate it. And the scalp. Thank you, Megan. You are the best.
You betcha.
Oh, I feel like I can actually use dry shampoo correctly now.
Good.
Where can we go for more information?
Follow me on Instagram at Beauty Snoop is a great place to start, and at my blog, thebeautysnoop.com.
And you will love her tutorials when she's getting ready for church doing the makeup. I love it.
Or getting my face painted off.
or the chemical peel. All right, Megan, thank you.